Do you ever find yourself growing tired of carrying around big and bulky laptops or really heavy books from class to class? Well, now I have a solution to all your problems. An all-in-one device called the Apple iPad. This all-in-one device has the portability of a small folder while having all the capabilities of a laptop, GPS, and even a library. I'll get back to that shortly. It's completely interactive and it uses because it uses a touch screen. Some of its features include the iBook, web access, notes, the App Store, and iWork. Many of you most likely have at least one day where you have more than one class and you have to carry more than one book, obviously. And obviously, the more stuff that you carry, the more stuff you can forget. So instead of having to carry all these unnecessary items, all you have to do is have this all-in-one device that'll have everything on it. You can download books straight to the iPad, so instead of having to carry all your books and worry about forgetting a book, bam, right there. You can buy the books on iTunes, so instead of having to wait in those huge lines on Syllabus Week at the bookstore, just download it right away. Another benefit to ordering your books on iTunes is it's cheaper. Because the books don't have to be produced, the companies cut costs a lot, so they charge you less, saving paper, which makes the iPad not only practical, but green. On top of minimizing all the things that you can carry, you can get instant internet access with the iPad. So, say your teacher emails you, and for a change of homework, you'll know right away when you start doing your homework. Or another thing is, say you're putting your iPad in your book bag, you see a big notification saying, class is canceled today. That way you don't waste your time and gas coming to class just for it to be canceled. Also, say you're doing a paper, with the iPad, instead of having to have your laptop and find a Wi-Fi spot or go to a computer lab, all you have to do is have all your books and have your stuff ready, pull out the iPad, bam, the internet's right there. All the information you need is on the internet, so right there. One app that the iPad has is iWork. It's an app made specifically for productivity. So it has Word document on there. You can use PowerPoints. It's awesome for cases where you need to just type up a quick paper and email it and then print it if you're on campus. Or say you need to make a slideshow or something like that. Another great thing that you can do with the PowerPoint is you can use it to function as index cards. So instead of having to have index cards and you're reading through and you have to worry about losing some, you can just have them all on your iPad and you can study your notes that way. So that makes it a little more flashy and fun to study. It's also great for giving presentations. If you're giving presentations in very small audiences, all you have to do is you're holding it, slide, and it makes it look cool, feel more one-on-one and personal. But the iPad is not only used for work and academics. It has tons of games that you can download on it. You can watch movies, play music. It's not just for work, so that's awesome because you're not working all day. So in between classes, say you're waiting for a class to start, you can play games with a bunch of people. It's not just like an iPhone, one small thing. On top of all this, the iPad also has a GPS. Now, everything nowadays has a GPS in it. Phones, everything has a GPS. It's not that big of a deal. But with the iPad, the screen's nice and big, so no more squinting at a little screen when you're driving. You can just put it on a seat or in front of you, and you'll have a nice big map right there. So that's good. Now, what's really interesting for all your entertaining purposes is for movies and photos, instead of having to worry about if you want to show a friend a picture album or something, you don't have to carry that around. The iPad has a high-definition screen. It makes all your pictures look good. So just right there, a portable photo album for whenever you're on trips and stuff, you can show people. Now, a lot of media players can play movies on them, but again, those screens are 3 inches big at the most, and nothing compares to the iPad's 9.7-inch high-definition screen. So using that, it's almost like a small TV you have right in front of you, and you can watch any movie you want. It's a lot more enjoyable if you're on a plane or something. Now you're probably wondering, man, the iPad has all these things on it. It can be a laptop, has all your books, all your movies. It's got to be huge. It's got to be real thick. No, it's only 1.5 inches thick, so it's probably smaller than most of your cell phones. And it only weighs 1.5 pounds, so it's really not that big of a deal to have in your backpack. You probably won't even notice it's there. With this extreme portability, it makes it so that you can take the iPad anywhere you go. You won't think twice about it. It helps you not worry about forgetting things, you know, less books to carry now. All you have to do is have everything right there, one shot, bam. This revolutionary tool can be yours for only $4.99, and you don't have to stress your back, wait in line anymore. And I hope you guys get that.